So, as I said before we start with today's session, there is nothing much left in today's session, only two sums, which are of similar category, which we have already dealt with. Last lecture में जो last sum किया था construction based, दोनों sum exactly same है. So we'll do one and the other one would be given to you all as a homework. But before which I'll be asking you all certain questions, right? So let us start with the question answer session here. Let's see who will be able to answer. Let's say I select Atharva from Vikroli. I have requested you to unmute yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Atharva able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
So Atharva, just help me with those three statements for properties. Like property of alternate angle, property of corresponding angle, property of interior angle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So can I say?
Yeah, sure. Just go ahead.
First is the corresponding angle.
Okay, property of corresponding angles.
If the arms of the transversal of a pair of angles are in the same direction and the arms are same side of the transversal, then it is called corresponding angles.
Where are you reading this from?
So I have written in my tuition means
Notebook, right?
yeah.
So I'll tell you, it is nothing but definition of corresponding angles. जो अभी आपने पढ़ा ना, that is definition of corresponding angle and not property of corresponding angle. Property of corresponding angle अलग है, ठीक है? So Atharva, since you've answered me incorrectly, there would be certain imposition which you will have to do it. Luckily मेरे ख्याल से आज host मयूर sir ही है, so I'll just inform him your name and you have to submit the homework to him, right? आपको property of corresponding angle, property of interior and property of alternate angles जो statement है, वो हर एक statement 10-10 बार लिखना है. Every statement you have to write 10 times because this is, I believe, third or maybe fourth lecture wherein I am asking these things continuously and still you people have not learned it. Now I'll tell you what property of corresponding angles is. In simple language, if two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are congruent. ये है property. आपने जो अभी अभी मुझे बताया अथर्व, that was nothing but definition. और सिंपल लैंग्वेज में डेफिनेशन बोलने जाओगे तो टू एंगल्स विद सिमिलर पोजीशन आर नोन एज करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. अथर्व सुन रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
So you have to submit your imposition. Let's say I'll be giving you 1 day's time. Today is 15th, right? So 17th is the date wherein you have to submit your homework, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Atharva. Let's say now I select another kid here. Shraddha from JB Nagar. I have requested you to unmute yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shraddha, can you help me with the statements for property of corresponding angle, interior angle, and alternate angles?
So, property of interior angle.
Right.
If two lines intersect, two parallel lines intersect, the interior angle is supplementary.
Yeah, somewhat correct. The statement was not totally correct though, but at least you were nearby the statement. It has to go like this. If the two lines are parallel, then the interior angles are supplementary.
Supplementary.
The word supplementary, child.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Shraddha, able to hear me?
So your voice is cracking.
Is my voice audible now to you? I hope everybody is able to hear me. If yes, you can just put a yes in chat box.
Yes, sir. Your voice is clear, sir.
Clear, right? Yeah. Shraddha, just go ahead with the statement. You've said the first one. I have asked you what is the meaning of the word supplementary.
Sir, I can hear you now.
Yeah, Shraddha, tell me what is meaning of the word supplementary. Supplementary means sum of two angles is 180 degree, right?
Okay, sir.
So what is meaning of the word supplementary?
Sum of two angles
Is how much is the sum? I said it right now. 180 degree.
180 degree. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So repeat the statement once again, Shraddha.
The sum of supplementary is 180 degree.
Sum of two angles is 180 degrees. Such two angles, they are known as supplementary angles, right?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead with the other two properties, statements of other two property. You said what is property of interior angles. Now go ahead with, let's say, property of alternate angles.
So can I say corresponding first?
Yeah, sure, not an issue. Go ahead.
If two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angle is congruent.
Perfect. Now the last one.
If two parallel lines.
If two lines are parallel. Yeah.
If two lines are parallel. I can.
Yeah, correct.
Parallel.
That's fine. Parallel. Yeah. Then.
What
is the last type of angles? Corresponding angle हो गया, interior हो गया. What is left?
If two lines are parallel, then the alternate angle is congruent.
Perfect. So these are the three properties, right? Thank you so much, Shraddha. You can just mute yourselves now. I'll select another kid. Yeah, let's say I select Prajakta from Chembur. I've requested you to unmute yourselves. Prajakta. Prajakta, able to hear me? Prajakta from Chembur, I've requested you to unmute yourselves. I requested Mritul from Chembur as well. Let's say I'll select somebody else now. Shreyash from Saidham, I've requested you to unmute. Shreyash from Saidham. Okay, JB Nagar, Amberlin, this is able to hear me? I know the kids are doing it on purpose or what? Kevin, I have requested you to unmute yourselves. Kevin from Saidham.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, first of all, just do one thing. Go ahead with all the three statements for three properties, and then just let me know what alphabet is used to recognize which pair of angles, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So go ahead
First
with the
one,
statements.
if two lines are parallel to each other, the corresponding angles are congruent.
So it is
Second,
which property? Which property it is?
Of corresponding angle.
So give the heading, property of corresponding angle, then you give
Okay,
out
sir.
the statement, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Alternate
So first one is
angles.
yeah.
If two lines are parallel to each other, the alternate angles are congruent.
Perfect.
If two lines are parallel to each other, the interior angles are supplementary.
Okay, that was what? Property of interior angles, right?
Property of it. Yes.
So now just go ahead and tell me what alphabet is used to recognize which pair of angle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For corresponding angle, the letter F.
is
For
used. Perfect.
interior angle we use the letter C, and
Okay,
for interior or alternate angle we use the letter Z.
perfect. That is correct, Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Welcome, sir.
Let's say now I'll select the last person here. I want, in fact, kids to text me who wants to answer. वो last sum जो मैंने पढ़ाया था construction based, उसका steps can anybody help me with? If yes, you can just text me, sir, I want to answer. I'll unmute that particular child और फिर वो sum मैं display करूंगा screen पे. You all can just help me with the steps. No one has yet texted me. Construction based sum जो last class में हमने पढ़ा था. Okay, there are two people now. Vile Parle se Hitesh and Shreya from Ghatkopar. Let's say I'll select someone here. Yeah, Shreya from Ghatkopar. Shreya, I've requested you to unmute yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'll just go to the screen. I'll share my screen now. Right? Yeah, here. So here it is. This was the sum, right, Shreya, we did last time. So I want you to help me with the steps. Tell me what should we do now?
The first
Sum
we have
se-
to draw
yeah.
a line
Okay, so we have to draw a line, and that has
and
to be
name
of
it
what length?
line L.
Yeah, of what length? Uska length
Any
any length. Okay, right, perfect. So we have drawn a line of any length, correct?
we have to name it line L,
Okay, I have done that.
and then we have to take any point upwards or downwards the line and name it.
Right, perfect. So we take a point either upward or either above the line or either below the line. So I name that point as point A, which I've considered it above. Right. What next? I need to draw a line parallel
Yes, sir.
to
So now
line
we have
L.
to keep the compass and draw marks on the line.
Where do I keep the compass, child? Where do I keep the pointer of the compass?
The pointer on point A.
Superb. So I keep pointer of the compass on point A, and I draw two arcs as we can see on the screen, right? So this is how we draw two arcs. Now what next?
So 1 minute.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
So maybe we have to keep the pointer on the arcs and draw
Correct.
two arcs.
Correct. Let's say I have placed the pointer of the compass on point Q. अच्छा उसके बाद क्या करूँ? Q पे रखा है मैंने pointer. अभी क्या करूँ?
पॉइंट ए के
Sorry?
नीचे आग बनाना.
नहीं, Q पे रखने के बाद जो measure आप लेने वाले हो compass में child, that has to be more than half of QR. You have to make sure of that. तो ये जो measure है वो QR का आधे से ज्यादा होगा. एंड देन जैसे आपने बोला ए के नीचे कहीं पर तो आपको आर्क ड्रॉ करना है. आई होप दैट इज क्लियर.
Yes.
Yeah, now with the same measure, you don't have to change the measure. You place the pointer of the compass on point R and draw an arc. Then you connect point A and point N जो अभी हमको मिला है दोनों आर्क्स को कनेक्ट करके. तो ये दोनों को कनेक्ट करोगे, you have a perpendicular line. You can see a perpendicular symbol here. But हमको parallel line चाहिए था. So tell me child, how do I draw a parallel line now from here? Shreya, able to hear me? Shreya, you there? No. Anyways, I'll continue from here, children. So you have to place the pointer on point A. Take any random measure and draw arcs on the above side of the line as well as below side of the line. I'm talking with respect to line X. This is line X, right? So यहाँ पे ऊपर एक arc draw किया, नीचे एक arc draw किया. Now I place the pointer of my compass on point T and take the measure as more than half of ST or TS. And कोई भी एक side पे आपको arc draw करना है. Now with the same measure you place the pointer on point S, draw an arc, and you connect point A and point Y, that would be the line which is parallel to line L. I hope it is clear. अगर ये आपको समझा है, I request you all to try and draw the second. It is exactly similar to the first one. So I'll be waiting for you all to finish this sum. Then I'll give out the explanation. Let's say I'll give you all next 5-7 minutes to complete this particular sum. Your time has already started. Hope everybody was ready with the compass and everything. So I guess there was only one child who has got imposition today. Atharva from Vikroli. Question number 3, children, is exactly similar to this. For those who have finished with question number 2, I'll be giving question 3 as homework. So jinka ho gaya hai question 2, you can just go ahead and finish off question 3 as well. Hope everybody has understood how to draw this sum, right? Now, for those who have not understood, can pay attention. I'll give you the explanation here, right? Draw line L and take any point T outside the line. Through point T, draw a line parallel to line L. So children, here once again we have to draw a line L. Now, line can be of any length. So you can draw it of any length here as we have done it on the screen. और दोनों के एंड पे एरोस ड्रॉ करना कंपलसरी है since it is a line and there is the small alphabet L. We take a point T outside the line. So it can be either above the line or below the line, right? So let's say there is this point T above the line. Through point T, draw a line parallel to line L. In order to draw a line parallel passing through point T, we first draw a perpendicular, right? A perpendicular draw करने के लिए pointer will keep it on point T. We'll take the measure such that we are able to draw 2 arcs on line L. ठीक है? अब let's say temporarily I have named those points as Q and R. You can place the compass on any point here, either Q or R. Let's say I placed it on Q. Take the measure more than half of QR and then draw arc, let's say towards point T. And फिर pointer को point R पे रख के again we draw an arc. So there are 2 different points which we have got, point T and point N. दोनों को connect करके extend करना है. ठीक है? You connect T and N and then you extend the line That is how you get a line perpendicular to line L, right? Now, we don't need perpendicular line. We need a line which is parallel to line L. So how do we get that? Place the pointer or point T and take any random measure and draw arcs on the upper side of line X and the lower side of line X, right? Then you can place the pointer either on point P or S. Let's say I place it on P. P पे रखे more than half of P, S लिया more than half of P, S. You can draw arc on any one side, that is your wish. Then you can draw it on both the sides, again that is your wish. Pointer S पे रखे, we have drawn the arcs. Now you connect point T and point Y, and that would be the line, children, when you extend it, which would be parallel to line L. Hope everybody has done the similar way. And at least for those who have not understood, have understood now how to draw it. Yeah, there are many students who do not put this 90-degree ka symbol there and lose half a mark, children. Remember. So to put a 90-degree symbol, both the places is very important thing. Everybody has finished it?
हा कर कर यो आई आलो ना तुला काय बोलले का तू ऐक ना मॅथ्स आहे ना.
Okay, the next sum and the last sum, children. 2.3 question number 3, exactly similar to the first two questions. Hence, I've given it as homework. I want you all to do it. The next class, whenever we meet, I'll just randomly select children and you all have to show or send me your homework through your center heads, right? Okay, that's it. I'll end my lecture here, but what I'll do now is if there are any doubts, I'll be asking those kids and I'll try to solve those doubts as we have, let's say, 5 minutes in our hand as of now, right? So let's see if there are any doubts. You all can just text me. I'll help you with those. Wow, Swayam from Ghatkopar has finished both the sums. Children, if there are any doubts, you can just ask me because we have 5 minutes in our hand. And if there are no doubts, I'll just finish off my lecture right away. Yeah, DN Nagar, Ayushi, you can use set squares as well. But remember, set squares wala method सिर्फ 8th standard के लिए valid है. 9th standard में compulsorily आपको ये जो method मैंने पढ़ाया है करना पड़ेगा. In fact, this method, what I have taught, is valid for 8th, 9th, and 10th, all the standards. Kevin says, I don't have a compass, so can I draw a rough figure? I don't know what to say about that. Because I requested all of you to have the geometry box ready, compass box ready. Third sum only for homework. Yes, Manthan. Kevin says shops are closed. I know, but you could have adjusted somehow. I don't know. Let's see. We'll work out that later on. Ashish Gupta says, sir, can you show how to make parallel line one more time? I can, but rather that would waste everybody's time. If there are small doubts, I can just clear those. ये जो doubt है, Ashish, what you can do is you can refer to the lecture link जो आपको मिलेगा और वहाँ पे पूरा explanation अच्छे से आप सुन सकते हो, right? Advika Salvi says, how many marks does the question carry? Child, it carries, let's say, 2 to 3 marks. Sir, what is the meaning of the word congruent? Shreya from Saidam. Congruent means equal. Two objects which fit on each other. Exactly. मतलब दोनों equal होगा size और shape में. Shubhra, you've requested me to show one sum with set square, but child, as of now, I don't have it with me on PPT. but yeah, definitely I'll try to get it done on PPT and I'll show you the next time whenever we meet, right? As of now मेरे पास PPT में सेट स्क्वायर वाला अवेलेबल नहीं है. Next time maybe I'll just try and get it done. प्रॉपर्टीज एज सच अलग से नहीं पूछा जाएगा, बट प्रॉपर्टीज याद रख के आपको सम सॉल्व करने में मदद होगा. आयुषी, यू आर आस्किंग मी व्हाट आर द मार्क्स फॉर प्रॉपर्टीज. प्रॉपर्टीज एज सच डायरेक्टली आई डोंट बिलीव कि दे वुड बी आस्क्ड. आप फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स में मे बी पूछा जा सकता है, राइट? Yeah, now the doubts are getting pretty much general, so I believe we should end the lecture now. Mayur sir,
Yes, sir.
done with the lecture, sir.
Okay.
There will
Okay.
be
Thank
one
you so much.
subject to be
Thank
done,
you so
and,
much. Thank
that's it. We are done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.